Hi, we're Chris and Annie Hamlin. We go to the Danny Island campus.
Adoption really got laid on our hearts after the birth of our first son. We started talking about adoption pretty soon after Christian was born, but then the Lord chose to bless us with Charlie and Caleb and Emmeline. But adoption was still very strongly on our hearts, and after Emmeline was born, we started the process. We brought Lizzie home in 2008, and Maggie and Lucy came home together 5 years later. Adoption is a blessing, certainly, to the children who come home, but it's also a tremendous blessing to the family. And God really used our children to transform our hearts. So Maggie and Lucy came home in 2013. And we found out about Will shortly thereafter when we received pictures of Maggie in her former foster home. We started praying for a family for Will. And I tried and advocated for a long time. And in 2017, he got to the point where he was getting ready to age out. So we had started the adoption process, and we were going to let the Lord just show us where our child was and who our child was. And in November of 2017 was when God really laid Will on your heart.
We made it very clear that Will was my son, and why hadn't I gone to get him?
We got to him and adopted him the day before he aged out.
My name is Will, and full name is Will Hamlin. I am currently 17, and yes, I am adopted from China.
So Will came home end of January, 1st of February in 2018. He is blind, and he knew no English whatsoever. So it was interesting.
It was.
It was challenging, but Will has such a wonderful sense of humor and such an ease about him that he made it easy. We did a lot of Google Translate, and a lot of times that was a lot of fun and very funny because it didn't always translate the way you wanted it to.
It's kind of fun and hard for real. It's kind of because hard is because I have been learning English, but fun is also just because they said I have to we have to use Google Translate and stuff. Sometimes making also kind of funny stuff, and I also have fun with my new family and stuff. Other than learning English, I was like the new family. I know nothing about it. God, Jesus, nothing about it. Well, I like those kind of story, but I never thought those are real stuff. I don't have any thinking for future and stuff. I don't have dreams. I have nothing. I was excited when I found out I have to be adopted from other family. Maybe my life maybe can change.
I think God had worked on our hearts so much, had shown us places that we knew we needed to work on. And so by the time Will came home, we were ready. We had been through it 3 times previously and watched the Lord work. And so I think we were much more relaxed and willing to just sort of sit back, relax, and watch God work in his life.
My parents actually started talking to me about it. They start by doing this by taking me to the church and showing me the movie of Jesus. But I still don't have a feeling about it because I just saw the movie's good and the meeting's boring. But when I learned more English and I started to know that what they believe, God is what they believe. But I still don't really able to believe because it's kind of hard. My parents or my friends started to tell me about their story about God. Kind of that's basically kind of started changing me about it.
not bringing Will to faith, because that's obviously something we can't do, but emulating or showing him how important that relationship is to us and to the rest of the family is sort of the basis of all of it. We started with, here's God, here's Jesus, they love us, he's here to take care of us, and our job here is to do what he asks us to do and love him in return. And from that little seed grew the faith that Will has now, which is incredible. It's been an incredible thing to watch him go from literally zero to wanting to be baptized. It's been a true blessing to be able to watch it happen in my house.
You know, being stand in front of people is kind of a little nervous, but I also feel really great and, you know, be able to being Christian and be in this whole big family. Just kind of I feel really great about doing that. I just love the music so much. Normally, I will play trumpet as my regular instrument because that's my instrument I will use to perform. I just started to take piano lesson with Jake, and also in the praise band, I just play cajon drum.
So when I moved over to our Daniel Island campus in September, we really needed percussionists, and I had heard that Will was a really gifted musician, so I decided to see if he could play hand drums for us. And he picked it up really fast and started playing with the team in November and ended up playing the hand drums for our Christmas Eve services even.
It's fun because the people that in the band, you know, it's also humor and stuff, and so they are really sense of humor, and we also work out, you know, practicing together and all that. So I was really much enjoy in the praise band. Being in the praise band, how do I say? I feel like I was like in a like actual family members. You know, I can say what I want to say about it. You know, if I have my certain ideas and stuff, I can share.
Well, it's just been a blast to have Will be a part of that worship team over at Daniel Island. He brings just so much life and energy and fun to the team, and it's been just fun to see him grow as a musician. Fun to see him grow in his faith as a believer, fun to see him get baptized in October, and we just are so happy to have him as a part of our family and look forward to seeing how God is going to keep using him.